Hi, family. Welcome back to another exciting career guidance interview. If it's your first time joining us, welcome to the family. My name is Noglunga Majozi, and I'll be your host on behalf of the Lerato Sakili Foundation. And if you need any assistance with career guidance, applying to tertiary institutions, or even bursaries, you are at the right place. Be sure to contact us via email, which is leratosakilifoundation@gmail.com, or via our social media platforms, which I will leave at the end of this interview. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce today's guest speaker, who is holding a degree in philosophy and has just started another degree in theology. He is studying for priesthood in the Catholic Church, and he is also an author and an African philosopher. So please help me welcome Mr. Tsepo Buthelezi. Good afternoon, Tsepo. How are you feeling today?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Naglung. I'm good, and you?
I am very well, thank you. Thank you so much for availing yourself and taking some time off your very, very busy schedule to be with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm very delighted to be with you today.
Well, I'm super excited about today's interview, and I hope that our viewers will gain a lot from it. So, without further ado, can you just please tell us a bit about yourself and the name of the course that you'll be talking about?
Uh, my name is Tsepo Buthelezi. Well, currently I'm in Pretoria, studying my new degree in theology. Basically, I'm from Eskawini,
Mm.
under the city of Richards Bay. Yes. Well, philosophy. It literally, maybe the term philosophy, when we are uh, giving its etymology, there is the first part, which is philo, and then this philia and the sophia, you know. This philia means love, and then this sophia means wisdom. So the word itself, philosophy, then it means the love of wisdom, you know.
Mm.
So in a broad sense, philosophy is an activity people undertake when they seek to understand the fundamental truth about themselves, the world in which they live in, and their relationship to the world and towards each other. You know,
Mm.
uh,
Mm.
and philosophy, it has four main branches. It is in metaphysics, which is the study of the nature of reality. You know, in metaphysics, they ask, is there a God? What is truth? What is a person? Do people have minds? That is, there's a question of free will and also freedom. It's being discussed there in metaphysics. And then the second branch, we have epistemology, which is the study of knowledge, where they ask, am I a knower? What am I doing when I'm knowing? How do we know that we know? So try to answer those questions. And then we have another branch of philosophy, which is ethics, which is what we ought to do and what it would be best to do, ask the question of goodness, what makes people and actions good, and what is right, and also the question of morality, whether is it objective or subjective, and then the last one and the most, fundamental one, because I think you cannot do the whole of them without this one. It's logic, of which it deals with the arguments and the reasons given for people's answers. You know, the question that are being asked there, and what tries to answer what constitute good and bad reasoning. How do we determine whether a given reasoning is bad or good? In the world we are living in, I think you have realized that there's so much of relativity in terms of the truth. Now, the aim of a philosophy, it is to direct you, to show you there is only one absolute truth, and all these other truths, they fall under my departments of knowing, like science and all other departments of knowing, where we get knowledge from. You know, so you are directed so that you can know there's only one truth, in life. And if there is anything about it, it should be a support of that absolute truth.
Mm.
That is the main purpose for a philosophy. It's not only for just for the sake of arguing, but it's for the sake of attaining the truth. Yes.
Quite interesting. Quite interesting. You can carry on.
And also, as you are trying to expose some of the professions to the matriculants, you have made a judgment that there is a need for you to do that, right? So in philosophy, it also helps you to understand yourself first, in order to understand the world that you're living in. And that is what we are trying also. I think that is what we are trying to do for people first to understand themselves, their strengths and what, and that is what is lacking in the world. And the philosophy, that's what it gives you the chance of self-introspection, and also self reflection, and also the reflection and how you are related to the world and the people living in it, Yeah.
That was very brief, and I think I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. And on that note, since we are speaking to someone who is doing their matric, can you just highlight for us the subjects that are required to study this course?
Well, it can be any subject, because actually philosophy is the mother of all the subjects that we have. In the ancient times, there was only one and only one profession. It was philosophy.
Mm.
Everything fell under a philosophy. So all these new professions that we see, even psychology, even medicine itself, those are the babies of philosophy. Yeah.
Wow. I always say that having subjects required to study any course is not as important as the points required. So, can you just share with us the points, or rather the APS score required to be enrolled for this course?
Normally in UNISA, maybe they will require 29 points, between 25 and 29 points. Yeah, that is the only they will require. Yeah, I'm not quite too sure with the Vets University, but also there is a department of philosophy there, and also in UKZN we have also the the department of philosophy.
So, for someone who is passionate about this course, but does not meet the minimum requirements or is not enrolled for this course the way that you were, are there other alternatives to studying it?
Hey, I'm afraid not. There aren't other alternative, But if one is really passionate, wants to learn more about philosophy, probably he maybe just fix his metric to those required points, and then he can also carry on with with the application.
And what is the duration of your course?
Well, my duration of the course, it took me 3 years.
3 years. Oh, okay.
Only
And
3 years, yeah.
which course were you, which institution, I mean, were you enrolled in? And can you just share with us other institutions that you know offer this course, which is philosophy?
Well, I had a great opportunity to go and study in Tanzania.
Quite
Yeah,
interesting.
that's where after the completion of my of 2 years, then I had some complications. Then I had to come back to South Africa. Yeah, usually it takes 3 years. So I started in Tanzania in the Spirit and Missionary Seminary, and then I finished here in St. John Vianney Seminary in Pretoria. Yeah.
So, do you know other institutions that offer it?
Yes, we have Vet University. You have University of KwaZulu Natal, UKZN, and also UNISA, University of South Africa.
So, as someone who is qualified for this course, or is there another institution that is coming to mind?
Yes, there is one which is Saint Augustine's in Johannesburg.
Okay. And
Yes.
as someone who is qualified for this course, can you just please share with us or tell us more about the employability of this course? Because nowadays we find many people doing courses, and then after 3 years of completing their degree, they like this course is
Mm.
kind of useless, and they're sitting at home with their
Mhm.
degree. So can you just tell us more about the employability of your course?
Okay. Philosophy, when it started, as I'm saying, it was a mother uh, of all the professions that we have, you know. So philosophers were people who held the highest virtues, a human being can perceive. People who have goodness, people, who have temperance, people who are so close to the truth. So they were given ilotuzana, they were given a role to make judgments on certain things, actually on everything that touched the people of the city of Athens during that time. So everything, art, from art to teaching to law, when I say everything, even in the running, in the governance, even how people they behave and what should be done in religion and everything. Yeah, and how to take care. So they were given that role to judge everything, to give judgment on everything. So I'm a professions you can get with a philosophy. It's either architecture or arts. Yeah, arts, teaching, publishing. So that is where you are writing books, and then you're publishing. Law, and then you have public relations, and then you have politics and public policy. We have also a religion and ministry, of which that is where I'm falling under the religion and ministry because I still have another degree to finish. And then we have business and management, and then we have journalism, and then we have fundraising and non-profit work. So people who are working for non-profit organizations that have been given, or if you have done this philosophy, then you are able to work, like the foundations of the well-known people in South Africa. You might get a chance to work there and can get your own office there.
Oh, very well said. And I'm very much interested in knowing, why did you choose philosophy out of everything that is out there? You could have studied anything. So why philosophy?
Well, I wanted to become a computer scientist myself. Uh, and then things couldn't work out because of certain, politics that are happening in the university offices. So I ended up not enrolling for the course. And then it just came to light. I had to pray, and I don't know what was happening. I had to pray, and then I saw this word philosophy, and then I just fell in love with it.
Quite
Mm.
interesting. That was very inspiring. So, just to top up our interview, for a learner that is considering taking this course, can you just please tell us some fun facts about the course that
Oh, there is so much fun. There is so much fun. There is so much fun. The first fun is traveling.
Mm,
Yeah, it's traveling. Because if you have philosophy, you know what they are doing in secular universities. There is an exchange program with a European and also North Africa, East Africa, West Africa. So there is an exchange program where students they exchange, you go and then you finish your course in another country. So you have that challenge, and then you have to learn, about the realities of other people. That also broadens your horizon as a human being,
true.
and you become more appreciative of where you are coming from and the situation at home.
Mm,
It's traveling. Uh, I wouldn't say money, but yeah, it
yeah,
is
yeah.
there also. It is there also. One of the best and the best writers we have. There are people you will find that they have a fake background in philosophy.
Mm, mm,
One
mm.
of the best. artists, the best architecture we have, the best teachers we have in the country, the best lawyers we have, they have a fair share in philosophy. So philosophy will always keep you, on your toes, because it deals with you as an individual. Because when something is wrong, immediately your mind will anticipate it.
True.
You know. Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. But we've sadly come to the end of our interview. So, but before I let you go, Mr. Buthelezi, can you just tell us the best place for people to connect with you on social media?
Social media. On Facebook. Sogalisa Vita Tamsanga. And also on Twitter. Vita Tsepo. Yeah.
So those are the two platforms that that people could
Yes.
use. Thank you
Yes.
so much. And to our viewers, you can also follow the Lerato Sokuli Foundation and also tell your friends to tell their friends to follow us on Instagram at Lerato Sokuli Foundation. You can also like our page on Facebook, which is Lerato Sokuli Foundation. And you can also follow us on Twitter at LSFNPO. You can also follow your host, Nuglunga Majosi, on Instagram at MetsiGirl_Majosi. You can also find me on Facebook as Metsi Girl Majosi. So thank you so much to our speaker, Mr. Tsepo Buthelezi, for joining us today. Thank you to everyone for watching this video. I'd also like to thank those who have reached out for our assistance. Thank you so much. Don't forget to come in to ask any questions that you have or even request any career guidance that you want on the comment section. And as the Lerato Sokuli Foundation, we promise to attend to those comments. Be sure to like this video and share. Just a quick reminder that the Lerato Sokuli Foundation is still posting twice a week, which is every Tuesday and Friday. So don't forget to tune in next week, Tuesday and Friday, same time, same place, for another exciting career guidance interview brought to you by the Lerato Sokuli Foundation. That's it from our speaker, Mr. Tsepo Buthelezi, and myself, Nuglunga Majosi, on behalf of the Lerato Sokuli Foundation. See you next week and good night.